Hello. So you are happily tatting along. I'm making this very, very simple row of just rings. For the sake of this explanation, I'm going to complete this one. So yes, you're working away at your piece of tatting, and then all of a sudden you realize after you've closed your ring or completed your chain or wherever you are in your tatting that you've made a mistake. Now, if you've gone a long way along, you can cut and rejoin. Sometimes that's easier because untatting or undoing stitches is not, I'll have to admit, the easiest thing to do in tatting. So when you've made mistakes, so here I am, and say I've made a mistake in this ring, I've missed a stitch, or I've joined it in the wrong place, or whatever it is. So if you have to take something apart, first of all, so you will try to just loosen your work, and it's easier to work where you have a picot because the gap will be easier to see in your thread. So you'll just start by trying to loosen your stitches a bit. This one pulls apart, not too bad. And then what you need to do is pull on the core thread, which is the thread that's going through your stitches here. So this is the picot and this is your core thread. So you can try to pull it with something. Also sometimes use a pair of pliers. You have to be careful because you don't want to break your thread, but I'm grabbing here the core thread and then pulling gently on the core thread. You see, so I'm going to pull some more on it. Now I can grab it with my fingers, but initially it can be hard to grab it with your fingers to pull it apart. Like this, I'm pulling quite a big loop off. And now what you want to do is open your ring, but you want to also be careful not to tighten those knots here at the end. So now what I'm doing is pulling here at the base to pull the core thread back out of the stitches at the beginning of the ring. So now this loop is going to go back in because I'm going to pull it back out from here at the beginning. Now we're making good progress. You always try to not tighten those stitches too much. I'm going to open it a bit more. Like this. So now at least I've reopened my ring, the ring that has the mistake in it. And now if I want to take the stitches apart, so I want to undo this ring. Sometimes I will use my hook, but if my stitch is a bit tight, so I think I'll also sometimes use a pin to just pull here and loosen. That's it. Here we go. And then you pass your shuttle, you sort of tat backwards basically to undo your stitches. So I'm pulling on here there to loosen them a little bit. Look on my core thread. And now the first one's always the hardest, and sometimes I use a pin, but for the others usually it works with a hook. So I'm doing each half stitch by pulling. I'm pushing my hook through in the stitch, and then you can see where the thread is coming out, so you go back in where the thread is coming out, and that takes the stitch apart. And the next one like this. So sometimes if you don't want to cut and you don't have a lot to undo, then you can use this method to basically tat backwards and undo your stitches. Like this. So this is the way to undo stitches, untat when you've made a mistake. So there was no mistake. I can actually 3, 4, 5 complete this ring again and close the ring. And the same way, I've used only one shuttle, so there's just rings, no chains, but it would be exactly the same method to undo stitches on the chain. It's actually easier because on a chain it's easier because it's not closed onto itself, so the stitches are not so tight and you don't have to pull it apart like this. You just need to start undoing each stitch one at a time. So that's it, a quick video on how to fix a mistake or how to untat I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.